Hello students, again welcome to Bridge courses. So today is the last class concerned to Bridge course. In the previous class students, we were discussing about dimensional analysis, that is uses of dimensional analysis. We have three uses students. One is what? Using dimensional analysis, we can convert one system of units into another system of units. Right? One of the uses. Yesterday we have seen by taking how to convert one system of units into another system of unit. Right? Second use of the dimensional analysis is dimensional analysis is used to check the correctness of equation. And third one is using dimensional analysis we can obtain the physical relation among various physical quantities. Right? Second application we will see. What is the second application of dimensional analysis? Dimensional analysis is used to check the correctness of equation. Dimensional analysis is used to check the correctness of equation. Correctness of equation. Right? Let us take by taking example how to check the correctness of equation. Let us take one by one. We know that when simple pendulum oscillates, it has time period. The time period of simple pendulum is given by t equal to 2 phi under root of L divided by Z. Right? If t represents the time period of simple pendulum, 2 phi indicates a dimensionless value. It is a dimensionless value. L is nothing but length of thread of simple pendulum. Z is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. We can check whether this equation is correct or not. Right? That we will see now. Students, here in LHS time is there. Right? Shall I take in LHS? LHS has a time period. LHS, the time period. Dimensional formula of the time. That is what value? T, capital T. Right? Shall I call this is equation number 1? Right or wrong? RHS. In RHS, what formula is there? RHS equal to how much? RHS equal to 2 phi under root of L divided by Z. Check the correctness of equation. Actually it is. Check the correctness of equation. This is what we are going to check the correctness of this equation, whether the equation is correct or not. Now how to take again? L is nothing but length. What is the length dimensional formula? That is capital L. Right? Z is nothing but acceleration due to gravity. Z, what we are calling acceleration due to gravity. Acceleration due to gravity has the dimensional formula L t raised to minus 2. Acceleration due to gravity has a dimensional formula. This dimensional formula equal to acceleration. Because we know acceleration dimensional formula L t raised to minus 2. Right or wrong? Then shall I check again? See here in RHS. Shall I take the RHS again? RHS. Right? 2 phi. Dimensional is constant. Keep it up same. L replaced by how much? L like this. Divided by Z. Z how much? L t raised to minus 2. L t raised to minus 2 under root. Right? Shall I take one more step here? One more step. Look at my RHS, how it becomes? RHS equal 2 phi, keep it up same, right? Look at me here, L divided by L, that get cancelled. What is remaining? Under root of 1 divided by how much? Minus t square. Minus of t square dimensional formula, right? Minus goes upside, that becomes plus. Again, shall I write? RHS equal to 2 phi, right? Minus goes upside, that becomes plus under root, right? Shall we take under root, right? Under root of t square. Under root, how to write? Again, under root 2 phi, under root can be written t square, under root can be written raised to 1 by 2, right? 2 by 2, that get cancelled. What is remaining here? What is remaining? RHS equal to 2 phi into how much? That is t raised to 1 remaining. 2 phi, the dimensional is constant. It has no dimensional form, but it is constant value, right? What you got the directly RHS equal to t remaining, directly 2 phi you can neglect because the dimensional is value is. Then what you found? RHS has a dimensional formula of what value? Capital T. Shall I call? It is equation number 2. Right or wrong? Students, in the equation 1, what is that? LHS equal to T. T has the dimensional formula. RHS also same formula. Then from equation 1 and 2, what you can take? You can take LHS equal to how much? That is RHS. Right or wrong? That is T equal to T. What you can call dimensional formula of T equal to dimensional formula of T here. Then what you can say? The given equation T equal to 2 phi under root of L by Z. It is a correct equation. Right? We can say that using this dimensional analysis, we can check whether the equation is correct or not. Andre ಈ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ? ಒಂದು ಇಕ್ವೇಷನ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಅಥವಾ ಐತೋ ಅಥವಾ ಇಲ್ಲೋ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ರೈಟ್? Shall I take one more example? How to check the correctness of equation? Shall I take one more example, students here? One more example. Check the correctness of equation. Second example I will take. Check the correctness of equation. Check the correctness of v equal to under root of t into L whole divided by L. Right? This given equation is that we can check whether this equation is correct or not. Then what is this equation? This equation indicates velocity of sound in a thread. Velocity of sound in thread can be given v equal to under root of t into L divided by M, where t indicates tension. T indicates tension in spring. L indicates length of the thread. M indicates mass of the thread. We know the musical instrument like guitar, right? When string is vibrate, sound will travel. Velocity of sound, how much? T equal to under root of t into L divided by M value. So this is standard relation. You will learn in the last chapter of the first PUC. That is in waves and oscillation it will come. Just we want to check whether this equation is correct or not. Right or wrong? Shall we take students in LHS? LHS, what is there? LHS, velocity is there. What is the dimensional formula of the velocity? Dimensional formula of the velocity is L t raised to minus 1. L t raised to minus 1. Right? Or this is equation number 1. LHS. Let us take RHS here. RHS. RHS. What is RHS here? Under root of t into L whole divided by M value. T is nothing but tension. T is a tension. Tension we are calling force. Shall I take? Tension is nothing but the force. So Force has a dimensional formula ml t raised to minus 2. Tension is a force. Dimensional formula of the force is ml t raised to minus 2. Right? Length is there. Length has the dimensional formula. How much? Length has the dimensional formula of what value? Capital L. Right? M is there. Mass equal to how much? Mass dimensional formula. Shall I take? Then RHS how to write? Look at me here, RHS. RHS. See here. T equal to this value. ml t raised to minus 2. Later on. L dimensional formula how much? L value whole divided by how much? That is m of what value? Under root. Right? M get cancelled. What is remaining then? Equal to how much? L into L. That becomes L square. T raised to minus 2 of what value? Under root. Right? Then directly what you got? RHS equal to under root. You can write raised to 1 by 2. L square t raised to minus 2 under root. You can write what value? Like this 1 by 2. 1 by 2 here, 2 to get cancelled, and 2 by 2 minus 2 by 2 get cancelled. That is remaining 1 only. Finally, what you got? L t raised to minus 1 RHS. So, shall I call this is? This is what? Equation number 2. Equation 1 is LHS equal to L t raised to minus 1. RHS equal to L t raised to minus 1. Then what you got? From this what you got? LHS equal to how much? LHS equal to RHS. I mean LHS has a dimensional formula L t raised to minus 1. RHS has a dimensional formula L t raised to minus 1. Right? This is how to check the correctness of equation. Right, students? You can take so many examples. Simply take the 2 examples how to check the correctness of equation. Then one more application will see, one more use. That is dimensional analysis is used to obtain physical relation between various physical quantities. That application we will see now. Let us see. Right. Last application is dimensional analysis is used to obtain physical relation among various physical quantities. Shall I take? Third application, dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis is used to obtain physical relation between various physical quantities. Right? Let us take an example. How the dimensional analysis can use to obtain physical relation among various physical quantities. Students, you know about centripetal force. Centripetal force means when a particle moves in circular path, the force acting towards center, that's force we are calling centripetal force. How this is? Shall I take? We know that this is a particle, this particle moving in circular path. Right? Shall I take? Let us take m is the mass of the particle. Right? R is the radius of particle. How much radius? R is the radius. Right? And this represent velocity of the particle. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ್ರಿ, ಸರ್ಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಪಾತ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅದ. ಯಾವ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅದ? ಈ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಮೋಷನ್ ಅದ. ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್, ಇಟ್ ಗೋಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆಂಟಿ ಕ್ಲಾಕ್ವೈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್. Consider m is the mass of the particle, v is the velocity of the particle, r is the radius of the particle. Right? When particle moves in circular path, force acting towards center, that force we are calling centripetal force. This force we are calling centripetal force. ಕೇಂದ್ರಾಭಿಮುಖ ಬಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕೇಂದ್ರಾಭಿಮುಖ ಬಲ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. Expression for centripetal force is there. Expression for centripetal force is mv square divided by r. mv square divided by r. How to obtain this relation? This relation can be obtained by using dimensional analysis. That is, dimensional analysis is used to obtain physical relation between physical quantities. Right? This relation we can obtain. Students here, first of all, what you got? The force acting on body directly proportional to mass, velocity and radius. On three factor, the force acting on the particle depends. What are three factors here? One is the mass, second one is the velocity, third one is the radius. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಫೋರ್ಸ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅದ? ಮೂರು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅದ. ಒಂದು ಮಾಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಸ್ಪೀಡ್ ವೆಲಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದನ್ನ ರೇಡಿಯಸ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಶಾಲ್ ಐ ಟೇಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್? The force acting on body directly proportional to mass, velocity and radius. ಮೂರು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಅದ. Consider A represent dimension of mass, B represent dimension of speed or velocity and C represent dimension of radius. Right? How this is? On three factor, force acting on particle depends. One is mass, second one is velocity, third one is the radius. See this formula. And what are A? A represent dimension of mass, B represent dimension of velocity, C represent dimension of radius. Right? Or you can call F equal to some constant. Constant into what? Constant into m raised to a, v raised to b and r raised to c. Right? Where constant k we are calling dimensionless constant. It is a dimensionless constant. Right or wrong? Shall I take it as equation number 1, students? Right or wrong? What are calling equation number 1? Now let us take LHS. LHS there. For LHS, force is available. What this is? Force is available. How to take here then? Shall I take? In LHS. Force is there. Force has a dimensional formula. Force is a dimensional formula. What dimensional formula? M L T raised to minus 2. Here 1 is there. Right? Shall I call this equation number 2? RHS is there. In the RHS, what quantities are there in equation 2? K into m raised to a, v raised to b, r raised to c. Just write it down. In RHS, k equal to m raised to a, right? V raised to b, r raised to c. Shall I write the dimensional formula of this? M has the mass dimensional formula, m value, right? Velocity dimensional formula, L t raised to minus 1 raised to b. L t raised to minus 1 raised to b. R is nothing but radius. Radius is measured in length. R raised to c. Radius is measured in length. How much this is? L raised to c. Right or wrong? Again I can modify this RHS here. Shall I modify? Shall I write here this RHS? Look at me here. I will write here. RHS equal to RHS equal to K. Right? M is nothing but mass. Mass dimensional formula is m raised to a. Velocity dimensional formula L t raised to minus 1 raised to b. Radius dimensional formula L raised to how much? That is c. Right? Shall I call this equation number 3? according to principle of homogeneity. What principle of homogeneity says that? Dimensions on both sides of physical relation must be same. That is LHS equal to RHS. What is LHS here? F equal to this value, RHS is equal to this value. Then how to take? According to principle of homogeneity. According to principle of homogeneity. Principle of homogeneity. Principle of homogeneity. Right? Right, students? LHS equal to RHS here according to principle of homogeneity. LHS equal to RHS. Right? What is LHS? M raised to 1, L raised to 1, T raised to minus 2. Right? What is RHS here? RHS equal to K, M raised to A, L T raised to minus 1 raised to B, L T raised to L raised to C. Right or wrong? Again you can modify this. In what we can modify? Look at here. M1, L1, T raised to minus 2, keep it up same. Right? Equal to K. M raised to A also keep it up same. See here, we multiply here. What it becomes? L raised to B, T raised to minus B. Right? What this is? L raised to C. Right? Here L is there. Then how to write this value? Shall I write again one more step? M1, L1, T raised to minus 2 equal to K. Right? M raised to A. This one, L is there. How to write? L raised to B plus C. Right? Then T raised to minus B here. Right? LHS equal to RHS. Simply see these steps. How I simplified. Right? Then just compare here dimension. 1 replaced by A, 1 replaced by A, 1 replaced by B plus C, minus 2 replaced by minus B here. What are going to just compare the dimensions here? How this is? A equal to 1, A equal to 1, B plus C equal to 1, B plus C equal to 1, minus B equal to minus 2 or B equal to plus 2. Right? B equal to 2. Just we got these dimensions. What are those? A equal to 1, B plus C equal to 1 and B equal to 2, minus B equal to minus 2 or B equal to 2 here. Right? A, B, C. Just put in equation 1. A, B, C. Shall I go here directly? A, B, C. C value I need to find here. See here. B equal to what value? Plus 2. See here. B plus C equal to 1. B plus C equal to 1. B, what is B? 2. 2 plus C equal to 1. 2 plus equal to 1. Then what is C? C equal to minus 1. Right? You got A. You got A. You got B, finally you got C. Are you following me? Just compare the dimension. A replaced by 1, B plus C replaced by 1, and minus 2 replaced by minus B written, and I calculated B plus C. B plus C ne calculate ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿವಿ. Just put the A, B, C in equation. You can get this relation. How to apply here? Shall I take? Look at my students, equation 1. Equation 1 equal to how much? A is the constant. M raised to A. M raised to A. 1. M raised to A. A equal to 1. V raised to B. B how much? B equal to 2. Right? V square. C. R raised to C. C equal to how much? Minus 1. R raised to minus 1. Let us directly how to take? How to take this value? See here. F equal to a constant here. M keep it up same. M V square. R raised to minus 1 divided by R. That is R raised to plus 1. K is the constant here. Dimensional is constant. Then what equation you got? F equal to M V square divided by R. This equation you got. Finally. Then how to take? Using dimensional analysis, we can obtain the physical relation among various physical quantities. This is one of the example. You can check so many example students. We made 3 uses. One is to convert the one system of units into another system of units. One is, and we can check the correctness of equation. Third one is what? We can analyze, dimensional analysis can be used to obtain the physical relation between various physical quantities. Even the students, dimensional analysis has some limitations. Because we are calling limitations of dimensional analysis. Simply I will explain what are the limitations of dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis does not calculate the constant. Dimensional is constant. K here, right? So what is the dimensional constant? K is the dimensional constant. Shall I take? I will take separately only. What are the limitations of dimensional analysis? Limitation of dimensional analysis. Now see here. Limitations of dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ dimensional analysis ನ್ಯೂನತೆಗಳನ್ನು ಕರೀತೀವಿ. First limitation is dimensional analysis does not calculate a dimensionless constant value. Dimensionless value. See here. Shall I take example? One limitation. Dimensional analysis. It does not calculate. It does not calculate. Doesn't calculate. Calculate. Dimensionless variables. Dimensionless constant, not variables. Dimensionless constant. For example, I will take. We know that already we have written t equal to 2 phi under root of L divided by Z. Right? And we written F equal to K into M V square divided by R. Right? Right or wrong? This is what here? 2 phi and K, dimensionless constant. This dimensional analysis does not calculate these values. It did not give information about dimensionless constant values. This is one of the limitation. Second limitation is dimensional analysis does not give information about trigonometric functions, trigonometric ratios, logarithms and exponential values. What is the second limitation? The second limitation I can take. Dimensional analysis. Dimensional analysis does not give, doesn't give information information about trigonometric ratios, logarithms, exponential values, etc. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೈಮೆನ್ಷನಲ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ನಮಗೆ ಟ್ರಿಗ್ನೋಮೆಟ್ರಿಕ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಇದರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಸೈನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಕಾಸ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಟಾನ್ ಥೀಟಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಏನು ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಲೊಗಾರಿಥಮ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಏನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಕೊಡಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಸಿಂಪ್ಲಿ it can calculate the dimensions of mass, length and time. For this only it is restricted. This is one of the limitation. Third limitation is dimensional analysis failed to obtain the physical relation. It failed to obtain the physical relation. It failed to obtain the relation. S is equal to ut plus half at square. S is equal to ut plus half at square. V square minus u square equal to s. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಇಕ್ವೇಶನ್ ತಗೊಂಡಿವಿ, f is equal to m v square by r ಅಂತ ಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Using dimensional analysis we obtain the physical relation of physical quantity, that is centripetal force, but dimensional analysis cannot obtain this relation. S is equal to ut plus half at square, v square minus v square is equal to 2s. I mean, using dimensional analysis impossible to obtain these relations. So these are what few limitations of dimensional analysis. Students, up to this bridge course is enough. In next class we will start the first chapter of our syllabus, that is motion in straight line. Thank you.